It's a good news day. Yeah, it's a good news day. And I'm back on the red TD5 Defender. Chassis still hanging up here. Obviously we're no closer to bolting all the bits in, because if you catch up on the last few videos, you'll know I was struggling to get parts. Good news, number one, parts have arrived. Two, it was peeing down. Just go and look back at some of my old videos, you'll see just how heavily it rains here in Wales. But it stopped raining for a bit, and I managed to get front axle out, and I stripped a pile of parts off the front axle. I also stripped a pile of parts off the back axle over there. I put them all in a big heap, and they went for sandblasting, and here they are. So we've got a pile of bits back from sandblasting, and the next job is to take all the old bushes out and put new ones in. Oh, focus. Don't want to focus. There we go. Put new ones in, like that. We've got poly bushes for everything, so putting the new ones in is easy peasy. Taking the old ones out can be a bit of a problem. Now, I do have a proper hydraulic press, which my camera won't focus on. Anyway, believe me, I do have a proper hydraulic press. And I've got all the cups and cones and pieces, but as you might be aware, I don't know if I've got one I can show you. Hang on, where is it? Where is it? Here we go. This is typically a bushing. This is actually one of the, oh, I don't know which one this is. Oh, rear radius arms. The A-frame radius arms, the one on the chassis end. Now this is typically what we're trying to take out. Old perished ones of these, there you go, looking like that, okay. And what you have to do is you have to support the back of the workpiece that you're pressing it out of, and put something on this edge to push down on it to slide it out of the casting. And that's fine when these have got a nice thick land that you can put something on. When they haven't, you end up in this situation, and that's something I'll have to deal with later. Here's one that I tried to press out using a socket and failed because the socket slid down inside the bushing, and it's only pushing the rubber out, not the bushing. So I looked through all of my pieces, all my box of tricks for removing bushings, and I failed to find anything appropriate. And then I had a look on Amazon for a specific set of dies and punches for removing these Defender type bushings, and I thought, hang on, there's another way of doing this. It's a way I've not seen done for about 40 years, but it can be done, and I've done it. Let me show you what we're going to do. So this is my solution on how to remove these bushings from suspension arms and things. It's a trick that will work on just about any bushing, any rubber bushing, okay? It's a bit fiddly. Just watch. You're going to need a vise. That's the first thing. Stick your suspension arm in the vise, like so. Next thing you're going to need is a butane gas torch. And what we're going to do is burn the rubber out. Nice little bonfire. Let it burn for a few minutes. Add some more heat. When it's cooked at 450 degrees for the appropriate amount of time, that central piece of metal will have heated up enough to have burnt through the rubber all the way around it, and it will more or less fall out. Done. I think that's cooked enough. Now what I'm going to do is turn it sideways. It's still burning, but I don't mind. Now you bring in your second tool, a hacksaw. A nice fresh blade. Pass it through. Tighten it up. Oh! Drop your camera. Are we recording still? We haven't broken it. Good. Hang on. I'm going to put this somewhere else for a few minutes while I do this. Here we go. Somewhere where I'm not going to knock it over. Hacksaw blade out. Show you what we've done. So that's all burnt out, but the key is I've sliced through the outer sleeve with the hacksaw there, and now what I'm going to do is grab a cold chisel, which I've got just here, and a hammer, and something worth noting. One side of the suspension arms has got a slight taper on it, and it's easier to work from the side that's got the slight taper. And there you have it. It's out. And you can see I slit through it with a hacksaw, and I ran the cold chisel down it, and that is enough to get it out. Now you clean this up, press the new bearing into it, and then repeat for all of these. Job sorted. See? There's always a way to solve a problem. Tune in for the next video and you'll see how this lot all goes back onto the chassis. We'll rebuild the axles with all their new bushings in and get them attached to the chassis, get the chassis back on its wheels, and then we're going to move the engine across. That's in the next episode. See you then. Love ya. Bye.